Greetings, comrades. Welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I thought we should do another episode, and it seems like a good idea today, so let's do that. Of course, we're picking up right where we left off in the last episode. It's still telling me on the bottom there to mine, because that's our mission, to dig out the antenna still, but I'm not quite at that level yet. I want to prepare a bit more before we do that. So first of all, let me place these boxes into the storage here. Your portable constructor does have a bit of storage. That's your early game storage. Of course, it uses this for the production, but you can dump anything in there really, temporarily of course, while we prepare to build our base. Now we still have a bit of food here, 105 shells. I think I might put the plant protein in the container as well as the herbal leaves. Maybe I'll take it out again. It's better that I do that myself here. So I think we can do 2 of them at the moment. So it takes 2 to make 1 herbal tea. So it's keeping it here. I'm not 100% sure if it will perish or not, but as far as I know, it won't. I changed my suit as well a little bit. Instead of red and black, it's now red and white. I think I like the black better. Anyway, now, the other thing I was thinking, obviously we are trying to prepare a few of the things that we will need for a base. And we do have the generator, which we built in the last episode. But I think also we will have to gather quite a lot of resources first, because when I start building the base with the core there, the base starter, I want to put the whole thing together relatively quickly so we can have our defenses ready by the time that the first attack happens. And then of course it will happen every interval, whatever that interval is. So we just have to keep the defenses in good working order. Now, so far we have found a deposit of copper here, which still has 90% left. We've used 10% already. There are 6 copper deposits in total according to this, but we still haven't found any iron or silicon. These 3 are really the key main resources that you need. That will build basically everything that you require early on. Also, of course, having promethium is great because that will power our base, but we can do it with biofuel if necessary. So I think first of all, what we should do then perhaps is to let's do this mission. Before we do that, actually, let me just put this block away. I still have it here on me, so I can carry more things. Then I also want to open up the map, and of course we can zoom in here. Just right click there, put the icon, and I'll just say camp for now, because really that's what it is. It's not a base yet, just so we can easily find our way back. But for now I want to go and do this very first mission. And the snow is happening here, so it will be cold. Actually, I forgot my rule here. Number 1 rule is to always carry the heater with you wherever you go. I do have the tea, but still, take it, always. Now, it's not far to this antenna here, so we'll just jump up here. It's so pretty here. Pretty but brutal. Right, so we crashed here, of course. Oh, injury. And we're still trying to find out really what happened. Where's everyone else? So by boosting our signal with this antenna, which is also from a wreck, then maybe we can make contact with our people. So I will use the drone F5 again with the digging tool, and we'll just dig a hole here. You can't damage the antenna with this. You'll see it just says you cannot damage the target. This is only for digging. But then I don't have to jump around in this hole while I'm digging. Right, it's on the other side. Even more. Now we can tell here already a clue of what's really going on in the story. Because how can another human wreck be buried so deeply on the planet while we just crashed here, but we all left at the same time from Earth to go to Proxima Centauri, and obviously we ended up here. Now that's the mystery, isn't it? Why is a human ship buried so deeply into the ground here and into the snow, but we just arrived? And we're going to get an answer to that soon, but this is a subtle clue. So let's just jump into this. Now there is a box here. It just says now I found the antenna's port, so I'll have to connect. But first I can just take out the loot from this box. So now I'll connect my suit. Establish a connection. And it's just going through the process here. Updating drivers, you know, just like we would in real life. Complete. Communications uplink online. Right, there's a connection. Signal received. Now my character says, wait, what the hell is going on? And we're getting a transmission back. An excellent question, Commander, and one I would be more than happy to supply the answer to if I knew it. Unfortunately, I have been offline since initialization. So already just by that offline, it tells us this is an AI, basically. So I get different options here. I'll just say, so who are you? IDA, Integrated Data Analyst. You may call me IDA. A backup of the original UCH IDA to be precise. Where I am is integrated into a satellite in orbit above your location. So you're an AI. That is correct. You can just right click to get the whole text at once. My system was rebooted when it detected your escape pod's distress beacon when you entered the upper atmosphere. I have been attempting to connect to your suit's data link since you regained consciousness. So that was the partial transmission that we received in the first episode, which is why we were looking for this antenna in the first place. So basically now we can have a connection to IDA. So it is calibrating our suit now so we can communicate. So you're a support AI. My original role is to utilize systems at my disposal to scan, analyze, categorize, and direct personnel operations. As you are the only personnel I detected on the planet, there is another clue. The only human, basically, on the planet. I can devote much of my processing power to assist you to do your search and mapping and all that. Now, of course, I can't remember how I got here, which is of course true because we just started playing and we fell out of the sky, so we don't really know how we got here. Right, let's find out. Shall I read you my logs from the departure there? Please do. I have no idea where I am or how I got here. Right, at 9 o'clock at the 25th of I think this is always today's date, isn't it? Let me just check. It will stop there. Today is the 25th of July. No, it's the 27th of July. That's a coincidence because I was playing this the other day and the date was the same as the date I was playing, you know, the 25th of July. So I thought maybe it changes all the time. But anyway, it's the 25th of July, 2473. So now it gives us the year in which we are. More or less, of course, this was when we left. The UCH fleet was scheduled to leave Apollon station in orbit around Jupiter to Proxima Centauri, utilizing a prototype warp field generator on the flagship, the Titan. The function of the warp field was to encapsulate the entire fleet and then move as a unit. Reports of weapons fire and explosions were reported from Apollon station shortly after the fleet left, and all communication was lost 9 minutes later. And then they basically decided to continue on with the Operation Phoenix. I mean, the fleet just left and then chaos erupted on the station, so they weren't going to turn back. But this is still a mystery here because our last memory was on the station, not on the fleet, so how did we end up here? After exiting Jupiter's orbit, Wave Rider Protocol was engaged, and then basically they left into hyperspace. But then a problem occurred, a spatial rift, and that's why we ended up here. So now Ida is guessing that we are between 325,000 and 500,000 light years from Earth, but possibly as high as 3 million. And the true number is 2.5 million, I think. Distance and speed in hyperspace is relative, so obviously it's a mystery. And my logs terminate upon exit from hyperspace. That's when this satellite was ejected as soon as the fleet exited hyperspace, and then obviously was attacked by the Xerax. Right, any clue what I should do now, other than survive, of course, but we are already working on that. So now Ida can communicate directly with us. Disconnect the antenna. Right, I think that's all we want down here. I don't think there's another box there. Are you receiving my transmissions, Commander? Loud and clear. Right, just to get out here and not get fall damage. How are you on this fine sunny day? It's not sunny though. While I assume your inquiry is some kind of humor, Commander, it is a fact that my processing speed is down 36% and 2 of my satellite's optical lenses are cracked, so the answer to your question is well enough. I thought you new model AIs were capable of learning and empathy. I was just trying to stay positive here. That's a bit odd, this dialogue for me. You won't be making jokes at a time like this. I was not designed for comedy, Commander, or Comrade Admiral, as it should be. I'm a strategic and analysis AI. I do not laugh. However, I take your suggestion under advisement and adjust my humor parameters. So now we begin with the actual Chapter 1, Human Debris. We're alone on an unknown world. We stand against an unforgiving and alien world, looking for anything that remains of your crew and fleet. Are you truly alone? Obviously, she did say, or it said. I guess the name Ida, we assume, we can't really assume, so I guess we just say it then. But I always imagine the computer from Star Trek voice for Ida's character. Anyway, so Ida did say we were the only UCH personnel on this planet, so now we assume we're alone, but are we truly? So we may have answers. Commander, I have identified a large structure not far from the broken antenna. Profile analysis has determined a 93% match with the UCH Pelican class transport. Finally, some good news. Now, my character still hasn't clued on what's really happening, so he's asking how many people are there. And then Ida says, obviously there are no thermal or electrical emissions, but it already said there are no other personnel on the planet. By judging the ship impacted the ground at considerable speed, there may have been survivors, but I'm unable to detect them. You need to investigate this on your own. So now we just need a course on our HUD, and we just wait for that. That's our camp still there. So we need to go and look at the logs at least, even if we can't find anyone at this wreck. But we saw there, actually if we, maybe I'll put this down, I just have to keep an eye out for drones, you know. If we just go, oh, there's the ship, that's the patrol vessel. We really have to watch out, they can shoot very far. And it's just 1 or 2 hits and then we're dead. It's right on the edge of my radar. Oh, they're shooting. That's the drone, that's the drone. It doesn't even show the ship. Okay, I think we just need to hide for a moment. There's another one. Standing still here was not a great idea. So let me just hide. For now the drones will just move on. But if you have a base, they will not, they'll stay there and they'll attack until you destroy them. Right, so if we go into the F1 menu, Empyriopedia, and we just have a look at the UCH information. It did say here these were all the ships part of that Operation Phoenix. Now they did say now it was a Pelican class heavy transport that was detected. So we just have a look. Pelican class, Pelican, Pelican. So there's the Heidelberg, the Herschel and the Edelman. So it's either one of those three. So we know that ship ended here, broken on the ground. Now what's the time? It's 58 seconds until sundown. Spectacular again. So I don't think we'll go after this now. Today was just about finding the antenna and connecting with this AI in orbit. Which is interesting again. The stock story doesn't have all this detail. It just has, as you start with IDA already. And also it doesn't place you inside Xerax territory in the stock game. Here, obviously you can see the star is red, so all of that means it's part of the Xerax space. And in the stock game you actually start in a neutral star system, which is outside of everyone's space, but then it doesn't really make sense. Why are the Xerax hunting you all the time? This makes more sense because you're in their space, even if you're not in their ground territory. Now, as soon as it gets dark, we will sleep and then we'll wake up again automatically before the night is over, just so we can hunt again. Just reload, you know, get ready for this. -14, better put down this, not in the wall, here. So even with this hot spring here, we're still freezing basically. But I think we're ready now. Let me just back up the game again. So you see again the 3 temperature readings there. 17 degrees, that's the ambient temperature here where I am now. 25 degrees is, I guess, in my suit or my body temperature, or whatever it might be, how I'm actually feeling. And the -13 is what it is outside. You know, the rest of the temperature around us. So if you're in a building, you can see the temperature inside the building would be warm, but outside you'll still see that minus. So it's a good way to just see the actual state of the weather. Anyway, let's sleep, comrades. And while we do, I'll just have some coffee. Now it is 4 minutes until sunrise, so we can really do some hunting here. But we have to be careful because there's one of those infected things also in this area. Now, I did think actually what I should have been doing as well. One of the medical things we can get is the bandage or set of bandages here. Now, obviously that helps if you have an open wound, but it also heals 100 health, as you can see in red on the top there. So I need to get this, but I need plant fibers and plant protein. Now I do have the fiber because I have the logs, but I don't have the protein. Let's just dump this in the portable constructor. Right, time to go. Lights, please. So far nothing. You'll see also on the moon there, the pole is looking kind of weird. You see it right there where the crosshairs are right now. That's just because of how the game makes a spherical map. On the poles it looks a bit weird, but that's just a consequence of the spherical map. So it doesn't mean it's a Death Star or anything. Now where are my meals on legs? I think this we can use for the bandages instead of food. Then we'll rather get meat for food now instead of eating the plant protein. Well, there's another one of those things. It's actually hunting the raptors here. Get out of the way. Why are all of you running towards me? Okay, get onto this rock, please. They're aggravated now. Well, I guess it's meat for me. Sorry, but you're running towards me the whole time. Right, 2 meat, that's great. 1 tooth, which we were looking for before. And 1 weird thing. Right, so now, of course, we keep getting this message about the objective. But we can take our time with that. I guess this is enough for the next day. 2 pieces of meat, but if we really can get more... I have to be more careful. Keep smacking into the ground. You see, we've spoiled one of the meat already. Oh, press the wrong key now. That's if you press tilde, it opens up the console. It happens a lot when I want to exit out of a menu. And we're freezing. Drink some tea. Helps a little. Nothing around here. Speaking of tea, let's get some herbal leaves here. Don't see any others. I really shouldn't be walking away too far in the cold like this. But we do have... Did we even bring the heater? No! Again breaking my number 1 rule on this planet. Right, I think we'll head back now and just cook up this meat. Then tomorrow, when the sun rises, I think we'll just sleep a little bit again. Then we will head in the direction of the wreckage there, but we won't go all the way. We're looking for a hover bike. Just put the gun away. No oxygen. That's if you go under the water, obviously. Right, it wasn't the best hunting, but it did help. The tooth will also be helpful. Let's just drop everything in there. Oh, it's another infected thing. It's around us. Oh. I don't want to die again. No! My aim isn't the best. We need to jump long before it gets close. No! Fiend! And I'm also almost dead. Luckily we didn't catch anything. So in this case I think anyway we need to make some bandages. But now we can do the ointment that we... No, put that down. That we needed before. Yes, the antitoxic ointment. I think we'll make this anyway. We will need it at some point. So I'll just dump this fire moss scrapings and xenomaterial and alien parts and medicinal growths in there as well. You use them for some of this stuff, but you see, like that one uses confetti moss scrapings, alien parts for the anti-parasite pills. But we need more than just that. Alright, I'll keep this on me, but I also need some bandages. Okay, how much do I get out of that? Just 1, it seems. But that will give us 200 health together. Cook the meat as well, please. 2 steaks will be very much welcome. We can also get milk from plant protein and purified water. It does lower our body temperature. Obviously you want to drink cold milk. And it gives us some food, stamina and health as well. 24, but I don't know if it's really worth doing that. Anyway, let's eat. And let's apply the bandage. Yes, now I'll see the medical symbol there. So I could only get one. But eating does give me a little bit of health as well. At least we're out of the red. Now it's still night. We'll just sleep again. Even though it will waste part of the day. Right, now let's head into that general direction. Actually, just hold on before we do that. Keep getting ahead of myself. Can I make a motorcycle? Yes, I can. So to do that, that's the most basic vehicle you can make. It's not really considered one of the classes here. You'll see each of them is color-coded. Hover vehicles are blue, small ships are green, capital vessels are yellow, and bases are red. So when you see parts, you see these color codes. That's obviously which types of buildings or structures they can be used for. So they do have a specific limit. So you can't use a wood block on a ship, for example. Now, anyway, to make the motorcycle, we first need a motorbike construction kit, which we can make. So we'll have that put together. This will help a lot already. It can't carry any cargo other than what we can carry on our person, but it helps with speed, obviously. Strangely, it also doesn't require fuel, but I guess it recharges in the sun or something. We can make up a story for that. Right, now we have the kit there, so we'll just put that in the inventory here. Now we can make the actual motorbike. Yes, it says it, a solar-powered deployable motorbike. Hey, so I was right with the logic there. Now, in any case, we always have to carry this with us. If we just leave it lying around, it will despawn eventually because it's not a proper vehicle class. But this is obviously a very light motorbike and a foldable one, I guess, so we can just carry it in our backpack. Don't know how. Maybe it's more like a bicycle with a motor on it. Anyway, we just plop it down like that, and then we can... just too late. 1 second too late. Where did you come from? If I took off a moment earlier, I would have escaped. But this is good. Now we do have medicine, don't we? Dermal parasites. It says I need an antitoxic ointment. Guess what? And now I have a wound as well, which I'm bleeding from, so I need a bandage, which I can't get. Great, so I'm dead anyway. I should have waited with the bandage. Isn't there any protein around here? Well, we'll just do our dignified death scream again. Brace! That's a dignified scream. We have to see some good in it, I guess. You died of blood loss. This game is brutal, especially with the mods. Okay, let's reload, or just spawn again. We can imagine we just passed out and we just have to get our backpack again. So at least it will despawn as well, but at least we have a moment to go and get it. 59 minutes, so it's enough time to fetch it again. Just get the shotgun nearby. I didn't see that thing at all when it jumped on me. It just was there. And now anyway, I want to go back again for cooking the food. So we're never getting anywhere, but at least we don't have a time, you know. We can just take our time to enjoy the game, which is what I always like to do. I don't want to be rushed by anything. So now we just have to cook everything, and then at least we'll have a good meal today. Much better than we would have had. I carry the fuel cell still, we might need that. And when we find the hover bike, it's always the same. It needs a small fuel tank and a basic generator to get it working again. So I will build this now just because I know we will need it. That's always the case in every game you start, modded or unmodded. It's always there, just to help you get started. But at least with a modded game, it kind of helps it to make sense, because the other survivors built it and it was attacked by the drones, and that's why it's damaged. Right, let's eat some fresh scrambled eggs. Just have to wait a moment before you can eat again. Good. 86 shells left. Can I make more? I should be able to, but I just want to build the basic generator and the small fuel tank. You'll see the hover vehicles are blue, and these ones do have a blue dot, so you know it's the correct parts that you are building here. Let's eat the last one. Now I'm basically full, so I'm happy. I feel comfortable and satisfied. So at least we do have the fuel cell. I'll take the other one as well. This will be enough to get the hover bike started. Antibiotic injection. We'll just leave that here. I should carry it on me, but what is it good for? Sepsis, infected wound, necrosis and frostbite. So maybe I should carry this with me. Okay, we could only get the basic generator. We don't have enough for the fuel tank as well. We need steel plates, but you know, we understand where to get that. We just salvage. So I guess right now, let's just take the motorbike out again. And this is only in third person, so it's just as it is here. Now we'll just go to some of these wrecks. Much faster than walking. And salvage. It will take a few minutes for the bike to despawn, so you don't have to rush. More coffee. Hey, there's a box here. Stomach pills and antibiotic ointments. You know, I'll take that very kindly, thank you. We'll just strip this down. Just keep an eye on the radar in the top right. The problem is the ship doesn't always show on the radar because it can fire from much further away, so it doesn't have to be close. If you just see explosions around you, get out. Right, did I get it all? There's another one down there. Right, I'm not going to dig out the rest of that thing. This will do. And then we can just go back. The only complaint about the motorbike is its turning radius is quite long. Unfortunately. And we also know, of course, we can't really park right in front of the cave there. We might flatten out a little area here once we have the multi-tool. So I'll just dump all this in there again. And make a small fuel tank. We did get the generator. Right. Also, I might make a small cargo box as well, but I think we still have to research that for a hover vessel. Yes, cargo box. We can also get a fridge, but then the thing has to be powered on the whole time, so I don't think it's really worth doing that now. And you want to turn your vehicles off when you're not using them. I can get a couple of boxes to put onto that. Also what I want is a detector. First I have to get the spotlight and then the detector. So the detector is basically what we already have right here, which you ping to find minerals, but that one has a much bigger range. And then of course the big ships have a much bigger range even than that. Okay, I have the fuel tank, and I want a couple of boxes, and I want the detector, the blue one. Secondary firing modes. So some weapons have a secondary firing mode. I didn't really look at this before. This is all modded stuff. Let's just have a look. F1. Information, I think. So this is miniguns, plasma cannons, assault rifles, stuff we don't have yet. But what did they say about the detector there? Sonar-like pulse. The second mode, right, is a short-ranged pulse that will identify and tag all targets. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Right, now we're ready. Let's go. Grab the heater again. Press 0 to just empty your hands. And we still have a little bit of time before it gets dark. Now, come back. Right, so we'll just head off into the direction of the wreck there. And we should find it. The hover bike. You can just look on the radar. If you see something that looks like a vehicle. Driving lessons. There we go. You see it on the radar there. It's never too far away. And there it is. So this is really your starting vehicle. We'll just get out here. And I am level 6 because I discovered this. Now it's very damaged, but it's actually not damaged. These blocks are made like this, obviously for story purposes, so you can't repair that unless you replace those parts. But now if you want to see what this craft needs to work, you just press the P button, which you use anyway to control the systems. Go to devices and it will tell you it's missing a generator and a fuel tank. Well, lucky thing, guess what? Wait, before we do, just get some heat. Thank you. Always do that. So I want the generator in there. Now we do get a bit of space in there, so I'll just fit it all in. And that's the fuel tank. So now it's working officially as soon as we get fuel in it. But I just want to put the boxes in as well. Just so we have more carrying capacity. So there are a few spots available now. I think I covered that one. No, I can still fit it in there. Right, 4 boxes. Now if you press P, you will see it doesn't need anything anymore. So we can just go to the fuel, manage that, and dump the fuel cells in 20%. So now it will work. Now, the thing that I said in the last episode about remotely accessing your network, you can see I have a little Wi-Fi signal on the bottom left now, next to the PvP. So if I press 4, I can access all of the cargo containers right here. I don't have to go to each one and click on them and move things around. And I can even have them on the other side as well, to move things between them, without actually having to carry them. So it seems we are actually getting quite cold. It's minus 41 degrees outside now. Let's drink some tea. Okay. Now I think we'll go back home. Tonight is going to be cold. It's a cold wave. Press Y to turn on the power. And then this thing is a bit jumpy, but it's really fast. So it's an excellent vehicle. And of course it is a hover vehicle, so you can go over water as well. I just have a problem with the turning, you know, the rotation here. I keep rotating it. But you can just press O to make it level again. Ah, and the trees are always the problem with a hover vehicle. Press O if you want to level again, please. Thank you. Now, because this is an open cabin, we can freeze here. We'll just press Y again and F to get out. Right, I'm getting hypothermia. Can I jump in the water just quickly? Yes. Put my helmet on with the U key. There we go, it's 61 now in the water. Just for a moment until this hypothermia status goes away on the bottom left. You see all the food is draining out of us. There we go. Before we get heat stroke again. Now the other thing with the vehicle is, if you press P, you see this is a public faction right now. So that means the enemy is not going to attack this vehicle. If I go into it and I select private, which obviously means it's mine, then the drones will attack it. So I'm not going to do that. Public just means it's unowned, but we can still use it obviously. And just put this down, and it's still the cold wave, minus 29. Oh, I have to put the detector on. So let's just have a look. There's a cargo box on the top, but I should be able to put it there. It's a bit difficult since I can't hang in the air. Now this is a problem. Just there. So I can just put this on here. But now it's not centered. You know, I'll just put it down there. That's easier. Right. Can't be too perfectionist here. This is anyway just a basic vehicle. Now we should have food available. Now we cooked it and he ate it all. That's why the hypothermia almost immediately drains your stomach. I guess you burn a lot of calories then. So we'll just sleep again, comrades. Good night, comrades. Right, it's minus 35 outside. You know, the average temperature now. Doesn't count the hot springs. But I just want to see if we can hunt again. See, immediately it's getting cold. That's a problem. Even this is not enough. If you take minus 34 and you add 30, which the heater does, you get minus 3. So in that case, obviously our temperature is still being pulled down from the 14 degrees that it is right now. And at that point we start to get the cold stat. And our food is like draining right out of us. So I'm just going to jump back into this boiling hot lake for a moment. And we'll just look at the rainbow-like rings in the sky. I really need to go hunting now because I'm starving. So we'll just go through the semi-boiling lake. Oh, there's a drone coming. Plasma drone. Get out, get out. Wait, underneath. 65-degree water. But apparently it looks like they can't get us here. And we have a lot of oxygen. So they'll just fly past. Yes, as long as I don't put the hover biking to private, then they won't attack it. Learned that the hard way. No, so anytime you actually build something with a core, it's automatically private, so that's why they attack it immediately. Now, there's a bit of protein. I still have food here. Good, good, good. I might just make this now. I am very hungry. There's a thing. Let's see if we can eat that. Don't know if that has meat on it. It's a slime. It seems to have blood, so okay. Androzoa. Now, where are those spider things when you need them? We really should use the bike for this. It's really convenient just to drive around a little till we see a thing we can eat. There's a wreck here as well. Always directly into the rock face. Can't turn the light off as well. Just has to be on the whole time. There's a thing on our right hand side. Hasn't seen us yet. I'd rather avoid it. It doesn't give us anything to eat. Get tea in us, please. And food. Our temperature, as you can see, there's now 18 degrees. It's minus 32 outside, so the two temperatures correlate there now, you can see. But our personal temperature is 17 now. The tea does push it up a little. As soon as it hits 14, we start to get the cold stat, and then our nutrition or food energy is drained really fast. 15 degrees. And what did I do again? I left the base without the heater again. Just take some more tea and some more food, please. Our temperature is 19 again. I don't see any of those spiders. They're good for hunting. Well, let's head back. Light snow. Ah! Wait, where is it? I have to get that. Shift F, right. Now that thing can go underwater and my shotgun cannot fire underwater, so now I have a problem. Alright, just get us a bit away. Reload. Ow. Let's sleep a bit more. Maybe it's better weather tomorrow. Right. So I think what we want to do now anyway is we want to take this out for a spin. You see on our key there on the bottom, number 1, it's the scanner, so we can just look for resources. Now what's this right click thing? Didn't know about that. Anyway, I see a drone there. There's a resource, so let's go. There's 2. Hopefully we have iron and silicon, then we have all 3 basic things. Or promethium would also be fantastic. Okay. Iron, fantastic. It's a someone doesn't want us here. But I need to know what that is. You have to be under 300 meters away. Ah, that's alright. So we know where silicon is as well. Unfortunately, there's these damn drones all over the place. There's something else. Okay, they don't seem to have noticed us. They're just going on their business there. There's also resources. But now this I know because I've played the stock game as well. To the fullest extent of the current storyline. So those are Talon. So that's another faction. So you'll see borders right here for their territory, but I'm freezing cold again. And I again didn't take the heater. Bad habits die hard, apparently. So let's just look. Can't see anything. Just want to know if those borders encompass these resources, if we might use them. Basically, we're just doing a survey mission now. And freezing. Plasma down, there's copper, there's iron. Okay, I think we've seen enough here. Get us out of here for now. Did we find the borders? No, we didn't. So we can use all of this. Now, why are there so many drones all over the place? Where we want to go? There's iron. So let's go to the iron. It seems to not be protected, but I'm freezing to death again. No, go home. Straight away. Camp. Where's camp? There. I don't know why the hoverbike is so oversensitive with the roll maneuvers. Stock one didn't do that quite as much. You see, there again, it kicks us over. Anyway, let's just get back. I'm freezing and therefore starving to death. Snow. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, come on. Alright. Just leave it here. Dump it. Dump it. Oftentimes they don't want you to get out until the vehicle has stopped moving, which is kind of frustrating. Now, is this enough to help? There, you see the 25 degrees are currently pulling our own temperature higher. 13. So the question is just whether this hypothermia will go away quickly enough. And of course we're still starving. Now I have nothing. I have nothing. So now everything goes loopy again. No, I don't want to be starving to death again. And we were doing so well. Just going on a small survey mission leaves you dead. Look how quickly we're dying now. I mean, starvation usually takes a few days at least, doesn't it? Here it just takes a few minutes. Seconds even. Anyway, let's just wait here for our dignified death. There we go. Yes, yes, starve to death. Please continue. I should have said at the tent. Anyway. Now the question is still, where can I find food before we go anywhere else? Okay, now always the pain with this is you have to rearrange your inventory again. Just the bike. I guess we don't really have more than that. Alright, let's sleep for a while. Let's see if... oh, there's enemies nearby. But let me guess, it's not the edible kind. Yes. So this thing seems to spawn in this area. If I had a turret, it's fine. It'll just cut it down. Take one thorn from it. Now, sleep. Then we will see. Right, it's 7 minutes to sunrise, so the night is still long. And there is that proverb, the longer the night is, the more ghosts will come. Just dump these teeth and all that in there. I do need food, so let's go patrolling again. Now, the spiders that started out here, they just aren't coming back now. But I can scrounge these little bits of food. There's another one. Every day we should patrol here just for this tiny bit of protein. There you are, there you are. Happy to see you, there's 4 of them, bang. No, don't touch me, and I have a disease, so I'm dead again. But I'll have food for when I live again. You have to think long term. There you are. They just touch you and you get this horrible disease. Parasites. But tons of food. Lots and lots and lots. Now, wasn't there another one? Maybe not, but now what can I do about these parasites? Antibiotics, you'd think that might help, but no. Let's scurry on home, just so we can see if I can make another ointment. And warm up a little while I'm here. That's why you don't boil instantly. You see the temperature slowly increases. 25 now. So it doesn't just boil you to death. Now, what can I make, please? Can I not? Herbal leaves? I have 1 and I have protein. Herbal leaves, herbal leaves. We did see those, right? Just one, and I can survive. The jump is always so aggressive with a jetpack. There we go. Come on. Antitoxic ointment, please hurry. Ah, there's another infected outside. Don't know if this base will be a good long-term investment. I don't think so. We'll load everything up onto the hoverbike once we're ready and just move, even if it's just to the other side of the pond. I don't want these things spawning in front of my door the whole time. And I'm cured, but now I probably have an open wound. Yes, I do. I guess you cut out the parasites. So now we need the bandages and the food. Lots and lots of food. Good, good. I just queue up 10. It will stop once the materials are no longer available. And I, for the first time, successfully saved myself from death. What do you know? Come on. Yeah, I need food. Can't make more bandages. Now there's a problem here, which means I'm probably going to die again. Oh, it's you. Good. More food. These are the best thing you can look for on this planet. Now, some of this food will spoil because I can't eat it all, but if I do get a fridge, then maybe it's still worth doing that for the hoverbike. I need more steel plates and electronics, which probably means more copper. Yes. Don't think I have enough. So we'll just eat what we can. I'll just wait till this is cooked, comrades, and then I'll get back to you. While we're still cooking here, Let me see if I can make a multi-tool. So under tools you go, you can also get portable work lights, better drills, medical injectors. This is modded, so I don't know exactly what that does. I guess it's like a gun but for health. Ore scanners. While the drill is equipped. Might be worth getting, but I just want to get the multi-tool first. Can I get it? No. I need a computer for that, and that probably needs copper first. So tomorrow we are going copper mining. Yes, electronics. Silicon and copper. We still have a little bit of silicon. A tiny bit of copper. Lots and lots of food. Right, so the food is cooked, comrades. I think we'll just put that in our inventory. There's still a few minutes before sunrise. I think we might as well go out now. Wait, it's minus 18 degrees, so together with the tea we should be okay. We still have some left. Right, so I think this time though I won't forget my heater. Now let me just have a look at the inventory here. Everything is okay. I don't really need the flashlight. Stomach pulls, indigestion. That's if you eat raw eggs and things like that. But I'm not doing that, so this will be okay. And I see there's more tea. So grab this. Oh, sorry. Misclicked there. Grab this, and we want copper and silicon especially today. So I know where the copper is. We'll just turn this on, and I can always put a waypoint on it, but I just need to go this way. Just climb up this hill. Now, copper. This general direction, I think. Bit more to the right. There we go. So let's get as much as we can. It would be nice to have a drill, but then I also need energy for the drill. This is a bit crazy, really. Might want to make some adjustments to this. The way it spins around the whole time. Right, so we're here at least, and now there's still the hole we dug before, so I'll just turn this off. We don't see any enemies on the radar. Get out, but try to just stand on top of this. Just if a spider or something comes by. F5, 1 and salvage, resource mode. Actually, even better, let me show you this. I press F4, now obviously this is my inventory, but I want everything that we mine to go into this cargo container. So I just click connect. Now everything I mine goes into the cargo container. Don't have to worry about carrying anything, but now I'm getting cold again. Does that help? Not really. So I have to stand on the ground. Anyway. Right, that's fine. Let's keep mining. So if you have a big container, you can just keep mining thousands and thousands of pieces of ore. And this is just a survival tool, so it's really slow still. But that's how we do it, so I'll get back to you, comrades, as soon as I've mined out quite a bit of this copper. Right, the first box is full, so it just gave us that warning. So I have 43, but it's full now. So I just click the next box and connect, and we just keep going. This is especially great to mine with a drone if you're on a hostile planet which has a lot of radiation or extreme temperature that basically kills you really quickly. Then you can just stay inside your ship. Obviously not a cockpit like the one that we have for the hover bike, with that you have to get out. But with a ship that you can walk around in, then you just send the drone out and you stay inside, comfortable, protected by your guns, and your drone can do all the mining. So obviously within a range. Right, it's full again. So that's 40, and we have another 40. So I think for the foreseeable future, anytime it is full in your inventory, it will just dump it out here on the ground. So I can just take that into my own inventory, or actually have to disconnect first. Now it's in my own inventory, just so we don't waste it. But I think that's enough for now. So let's go find some silicon. Just save. Back up. Right, map again. So we did see that to the south here. So I'll put a temporary waypoint on that. Y to activate. And let's go. It helps a little if you point the craft up, because then if there's rocks and things on the ground, you don't immediately get stuck on it. But that's only for small objects. But you see how quickly we're traveling now. And obviously these things also have a weight limit, so if you overload them, they won't work anymore. But with just these few boxes, it's fine. There we go. Over the mountains. Now you can do... Oh, there's a drone there. You can do third-person view as well. You press the V key at any time. And then you press Alt to turn around. And you'll see yourself. It's a bit weird now because we're in a craft. But there we are. And you just press V again to get out. Now we might have to destroy this drone. And I'm freezing again. It's protecting the minerals, I think. The problem is there's two of them again. You see, they're just hanging around this area. Yes, they're just hanging around there. Now I'm going to have to deal with them. So I'll have to leave you here. And I just have a shotgun. What I need are rocks to hide behind. Unfortunately, we don't have that. Just press R again. And this is not great. And I'm freezing. But we're going to have to chase these things away. We can't have them hanging around here. Okay, let's get one's attention. And it's coming this way. The goal now, I think, is just to... stop freezing for 2 seconds. Now I have hypothermia again. It's minus 54 degrees. Can't win with this planet. Okay, just go, 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 go. Get underneath it. Now there's an enemy troop transport coming. And this is a rocket drone, which is the worst kind. No, not my ship. Oh no. Yes, insta-death. Now I'm in trouble. I need better guns, really. Before we do this again, I need better guns. Now, the problem is just to grab my stuff and get into the hoverbike and leave as fast as possible. Troops are still coming in and I'm still being shot at. Come on, come on. If I just keep moving, I'm okay. But the problem is the moment I get into the hoverbike, that might destroy it. Go! No, please don't. Don't do it. I think we must not get into it. We'll just destroy it. If I can just put the bike in the inventory. Move! There. That will be okay. But now unfortunately, unless we can lead the thing away, the bike is still in trouble now. Or the hovercraft. There's the ship as well. And you see that little one right ahead? That's a troop transport as well. No way can I attack all of this stuff. No, go back to base. We'll come back with a sniper rifle or something to get the hoverbike back. But now all the resources are in there. Clever. They're clever. And I'm freezing to death again. In minus 31. Out on the plains and in the mountains it gets a lot colder. My best hope now is just to drive straight into that hot water. Come on. Come on. Get to the chopper. My food is being stolen out of my stomach. But I do have more, so... Come on, drive. There we go. That'll help a little bit. Shift F. So I guess we'll just walk on the lake bottom. There's a thing coming after us. It's the transport. They will follow you to drop their troops off. Let's eat underwater with our helmet on. Don't ask me how. Maybe a tube or something. So my best bet now is to get into the camp, into the cave, and wait till they drop their troops off and then shoot them as they come into the door. Or gap, whatever. No! They might drop off dogs as well. Ripper dogs. Okay, I'm in here. Just put the temperature thing down. Eat something quickly just to help. More. Quick. Get my gun. It's time. Question is, did they drop somebody off? Or did they just go back? I see the drone is also following us. That's okay, as long as I can kill it somewhere. No, it doesn't look like they dropped anyone off here. No, I think we'd be dead again. This is a plasma drone. This is not a rocket drone. That thing I want dead. Now again, the best bet is to get behind a tree or something. Or a rock. Better is a rock. But there's now not a nice rock nearby. That one. Yeah. Then wait till it gets closer. Then you run underneath it. Come on. It's stuck in the tree, I think. Right, go. Hey! Food sack! Just casually reload. Now, obviously you might think of this as kind of an exploit, but I guess these things have to have a weakness. They have to get stuck on a tree. Now they're going to fire again on me. Just lead it away a little bit while we're bleeding to death again. Get back under the rock. See how tough they are. Come on, reload. There, one down. But they just keep making more. So it has a few bits and bobs, but not really too much. So the question is, can we get the hoverbike back relatively easily? The answer is probably no. But I'll try anyway. Then I'll end this episode. I'm just going to eat again. It does help with the health as well. But yes, you can see how the situation gets bad really quickly. I do have 10 copper, so let's dump that and see if I can research a better weapon. I'm a level 6, so I can get an assault rifle or a pistol which I turn into a submachine gun. But I really want the sniper rifle. Explosive charges are fantastic for blowing up cores inside bases. But really then I guess we'll take the assault rifle. We just see the range on this thing. 170 meters. Max range. Current range is 106. Shotgun is only 38. So let's unlock that. I can get one and I can get some bullets. It takes the rifle rounds, 5.8 millimeter. You get 50 for each one. So let's take 200 if possible, because obviously you fire really fast. Then we'll go hunting again. 10 minutes till sundown, so I guess we'll go still today. Right, I'll come back as soon as it's done. So it looks like I can only get 50 at the moment. So there was another piece of meat in here, so I'm just cooking that now. 50, it's not enough really, but it should help a little. Okay, we're doing okay on food right now. Let's just reload. Okay, you see it takes 30 in one go. Alright, let's go back and see if we can reclaim our property. If I'm really fast, the problem was just I shouldn't have... Oh, great. Now I've lost it again under the water. I just shouldn't have stayed when those drones came towards me. Not with the guns that I have, or at least with a shotgun. Just get up here before I deploy this. Okay, let's see what we can do. Very long episodes, I know, comrades, but I like to play, so why not just record while I'm doing it? But we'll end off soon. See how long it takes. Much longer than the hover bike. Minus 34 again, 37, 38, so we'll freeze again. Cold wave. Why is there always a cold wave when I want to go out somewhere? Minus 49, 55, 58, 59. Just get me my... See, they're hanging around here. I hate that. It's smart of them and it's a challenge, but I don't like it. Now the question is how many of them are here. Where's my hover bike? Yes, I'm cold. There's 2 of them. Now we'll just hit the road as quick as possible. If they didn't damage this. Go, 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 go. Right, it's alright. Let's go. We'll leave them for now. Yes, I'm... look at the food again. It's too cold. It's minus 66 there. It's a bit warm again. The heater will help nothing, and if you have 2 it doesn't help. It doesn't add on. It doesn't stack. So I need to get back to the water. This is a tough planet. If we could make it here, then... Now we're really... Oh, damn it. Stuck on the rocks again. Yes, we're dead. We're dying now. We keep falling over. I do have the antibiotic injection. I'll use it, but it's not really going to help for long. Minus... There we have it again. Frostbite. And I'm dead. Again. This hover bike is not useful. I don't like how it flips over the whole time. Yes, we died again. We'll just reload and go back to the base, then I'll end. Current location, please. Fall damage. Alright, get in. At least we did get the copper. Now the silicon is another matter, so we'll just have to see if we can't find another deposit somewhere. Now I'll carry as much as I can. What's going on here? Which is everything. Wait, from the one. Okay. Back home. That one. Right, that will help. That will help a lot. So I should be able to make more. No, I can't even make more bullets. I need steel for that. So iron. Iron mining is the next objective. Anyway, comrades, I'll see you again sometime in the future. I hope you had a great day and that you will enjoy the rest of the week.